Hey Gemini, how you doing? So listen, Gemini, your reading's going to be a little bit different from other readings that I have done because your reading, the energy that you're experiencing actually lines up with the world energy. Gemini rising is the same energy that the world is experiencing. The world kind of like right now, the astrology is in Gemini rising, and the moon is in Pisces, and the sun is in Virgo. So your energy, whereas everybody else is feeling highlights of energy in October in the first house and the 10th house, you're feeling the energy as the world is feeling it. So this is a really interesting time with you that there's all over the place. So you have the first house impacted, you have the 10th house impacted, you have the fourth house impacted, you have the third house impacted, you have the fifth house impacted. You have a lot of energy that is hitting you all at once for this entire October. So let's start with the lesson card. We'll pull a card. And I'm going to do it this way to where I can't see what card comes out. I'm just going to pull a card and see what you guys get. And this is friendship. Oh, baby, do you need a friend right now? Because so much is happening. It says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And you need a friend because there's a lot of energy out there and it's all impacting you in different ways. So, yes, we are in the 1 month, 10th month, right? So it comes down to the one energy for numerology, which is definitely all about leadership and change and doing things in a new way, but it can also be about some stubbornness, somebody taking advantage of you, someone kind of holding you hostage with a job or a creative endeavor, not giving you the resources. There's a lot of things that can happen. Relocation, moving, changing relationships, deciding to be single, deciding to go on a new diet, deciding to end a new diet. A lot of change that can be happening. Gemini, ruled by Mercury, is a very skilled individual, skilled verbally, skilled with plans, skilled with detail. All of this change could impact the plans and details that you have already put in place. And so it can kind of throw you off on multiple ways. Having a good friend that you can speak to is crucial. Someone you can go and talk to and work through what's going on, what you're dealing with, all of the different energies and everything that's happening. Will there be great things happening? Of course, because there always are good things, but there's a lot of chaotic, violent energy, and you may feel that more than some other people at this time. Okay. So, that being said, so instead of my usual, what I've been doing as far as highlighting the first and the 10th house for people, I'm going to just go look at the energy in general, starting with the fact that in the first house, which is your rising sign, how you're approaching, there's a lot of expansive energy because Jupiter currently is in the first house of Gemini. So expansive energy could be expanding physically. This could be expanding, traveling, your physical body going somewhere else. That energy is there. It's going to move out soon, but right now it is in your first house, right? And then the other energy that's in the third house, which third house is communication in general, but it's also family, siblings, how you grew up. Love, there's some Venus and K2 energy in that house. Venus and K2 energy is sometimes secret love, sometimes hidden relationships, sometimes relationships that aren't supposed to happen, that have happened, and that information coming to the light. That might be a situation that you're running into um, in this time. You may be finding out that kind of information. Then there's also the sun in your fourth house, which is foundation. And so the sun illuminates, brings attention to that area. It doesn't just mean that everything is bright and cheery. It means that something might need to be reevaluated. You know, do you need a roof repair? Do you need a window repair? Is everyone happy in the house, right? Is someone not really happy and they're hiding it or not really communicating it so well? This with the variegated energy being there, this could also bring attention to someone having digestive energies in the house, and they got some issue going on, and maybe you have to change the diet of the entire household to assist that person. And then you go to your fifth house, which is about balance in this particular case, where there's Mercury and Mars. And Mercury and Mars, when they get together, they're mischievous. When they get together, there's action and there's I want to go have fun, but sometimes that fun comes like in the form of a prank that causes some harm. So this can be seen with children, get some mischievous energy at schools and teachers and relationships. And this could also be a married individual having a relationship with a student that's inappropriate. Information coming out. It's a lot of information overload for you. This is just the very beginning, right? Move on around there. You get into your ninth house, right? Where you're learning, you're seeking knowledge, you're traveling, you're doing things in the communicative space in your life. And then there's some other secrets. Maybe your passport is being held when you get to a country just for some unknown reason. Okay. And then you finally get to the career sector where you have the Saturn and Moon energy because the moon is in Pisces and there's secrets being revealed right there. So the secrets being revealed in your career sector that might impact your ability to maintain that career. So that's all in this first 7, 8 days of existence, right? That's a lot of energy. So that's why I say you're following the energy that's in the world because the world is in the Gemini rising energy. So you're going to need some rest. You're going to need some time to yourself to recover. You're going to need some time. Maybe you're and a friend, go someplace to recover by the beach, someplace to just kind of calm down from this energy. Okay. Lots and lots of energy. So I can, just because of this, I can move the energy around, see what happens. Around about the ninth, you're going to have this impact of a little bit of change in your career sector. Movement, kind of like quick movement in your, so that looks like a decision. Like you have a decision to make. That's the ninth or the 10th, a decision to make about your career. Perhaps you're going to be offered a different position, and you're going to have to decide, do I take it? Do I not take it? All this coming at the time where we know the government shutdown is taking place in the United States. And if your government job, maybe they're offering you something in lieu of your traditional job. Um, there is some energy that's coming up that you're going to have to be careful of again with that Pisces energy. That Pisces energy is showing up in that ninth house for you. You have again a lot of energies at play all at one time. So now you have to work on travel. If your job requires you to travel long distance, make sure that you can get back in the country when you try to return. And if you think there's a chance that you may not be able to get back into the country, make sure you prepare to stay out of the country for a while. Like make sure you have the funds to exist outside of the country if that ends up being a situation for you. Um, Lots and lots of energy. This Mercury in this Mars energy is going to shift over into your fourth house of foundation, which can be new foundation, can be new changes, and new energy as well. But again, when Mercury and Mars gets together, they are just bringing the chaos, having too much fun, right? And we say fun in parentheses because what their fun is could be mischievous, right? Could cause some chaos around the domestic sector. Okay. So home and foundation is not necessarily your physical house. It's definitely domesticated. So if you're in the United States, if that's your base, that's what that would mean for you. Are you into arts? Are you into painting or drawing or sketching? children or beautiful buildings or beautiful things, pets or something, that's showing up here. Something about that that can bring you some money. If that's how you make money, that is showing up that for you could be more profitable for you. And your writings, if you have some, if you're creative in writing, writing books or something like that, you could actually, you might be traveling for that. You might be traveling for book signings, because that is showing up in the around the 11th and 12th, um, a big time, the 12th and the 13th. I already put my general reading out that the 19th, 20th, 21st are not good times for travel. So if you have to travel, that 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th is your best bet to go, maybe book signings or something, a library or something of that nature that you're dealing with, in the about the 10th, 11th, actually 11th, 12th, and 13th is where that energy is. And then we shift on over. Let's see. Next time you have a significant energy occur, again, that you got to be very careful with this, energy that's happening in your foundation. This that's the Justice Department. So 17th, you're going to be impacted by the action of the Justice Department in the United States. Yeah, that's the 17th. So I would watch out for the children that you have in your home. Make sure they are aware of their rights and aware of what they should not do and places they should avoid during that particular time. This is also, um, now I'm saying for you, don't travel really the 17th. It's not really good day for travel. You should write that down. Um, okay. Yeah. 19th is bad day for, yeah, yeah. Yeah, not good. Yeah. 19th through 21st, no. No, that's not a good time right there. That energy is very explosive. Okay. Let's not forget that. Let's move on to the, for you, it's look like the 24th, 25th. Looks like the rest of the month, you should not be traveling as much. For you, I would, wherever you are, stay put. The after the 17th, stay put wherever you are, as far as, if you're doing thinking about doing any international travel, don't. It's not going to work out for you. There's going to be some delays and holdups in the travel all the way through the end of the month. And I don't know what you're traveling for, but because there's a lot of opportunity for travel here, traveling for job, traveling for books, traveling for, there's a lot of reasons that you could be traveling. A lot of different movement. And maybe you're moving, traveling to avoid whatever chaos is occurring, which is slightly different because there's lots of movement going on in your chart, like moving from for multiple reasons here. So again, there's a lot of that energy is around you right now. And unfortunately, there's some health issues at the same time. That whole last 27th, 28th, 29th of the month, there's a focus on some health challenges for you. So this is a cautionary month for you. It's a cautionary tale. This is, you need to sit still as much as you can, um, if you want to avoid the chaos that exists right now. It's a different kind of energy for you, Gemini. every every month somebody has the energy, and this month it just seems to be that you have this energy. It's just a lot of chaotic kind of energy around you at the moment. And then let's look at something else. It's just so much, and it's just floating. um so much, so many secrets, so much Mars. Mars is a warring kind of energy, so we think of guns, particularly gun violence, um with that energy. Mercury, the young, childish, immature energy. You put that together with a gun warring type energy, it's not really good. There's restrictions this month. So that's the thing. You have restrictions this month. Okay? Stay the course. Don't give up. All right. Bye.